Alright, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chain. So, we got the market still in shambles. Market is still not looking, tip-top shape by any means right now. Bitcoin is at 57.3, still holding up, but as you can see, momentum looks like it's going to continue to the downside. Again, potentially for short term. I mean, you can kind of just draw this momentum out, right? You kind of just see, and it's consistently making lower highs, lower lows here. A lot of people are calling this a full-out downtrend. I mean, I would consider it a clear downtrend. It's very much so. Yes, a downtrend. It's making lower highs, lower lows, but we're gonna see what happens. And maybe this bounces like this. Maybe some sort of level around here. Low 50s is held and continues, and maybe it bounces up, comes back, runs back to all-time highs. Maybe we see this just instant nuke, have one more massive leg to the downside, which again, that would be worst case in my personal opinion. But maybe we do have one more downside push to go that's going to go well beneath this 48k touchdown here. But again, I do think if we do see somehow mid 40s to 50s range, or just price to get over there, that's going to be, if that's not the bottom of crypto, guys, then I think this market's just probably going to be over. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to cover some altcoins because, again, times like this, as dark and crazy as this market is, as crazy as the market gets, this is when you need to be loading up on your favorite coins, on conviction coins, in any and every single narrative. I don't want you guys to be throwing, a full clip of all your money at one coin in one single transaction. Like, best way that I like to do it, again, you got to develop a thesis around certain coins that you really like. If you guys have been on the channel, you've seen me talk about a lot of coins all the time. As far as the meme coins go, MOG on Ethereum has been a top conviction coin of mine. I've continued to buy, as it's been going down. When MOG ended up pulling this downside move as well, ended up buying that. I've developed my own conviction in certain coins across the board. I've talked about them on the channel a lot. So like I said, I want to cover a few coins, few conviction coins, but also some low caps. Because even in the meme coin market right now, we're seeing a lot of volatility. Lots of things happening though, but again, like I said, I think if we do see another downside move for Bitcoin, we might not be seeing much lower after that. So times like this, though, this is where gems are found. This is where those top altcoins that, we're going to see run in 7 months from now, those levels that we're going to see these coins running to in 7 months, at the moment right now is when these coins are being created, when they're actually launched. And this is the time to be loading up, finding these gems, and that's why I'm talking about some here. So let's go. So first one I have up, so I actually have never covered this, and even in Discord I've talked about it a couple times, but this is Jester. This is a somewhat newer coin. I mean, I don't even want to say newer because it's been out actually since November, but it's been very flat, not too much, but it's just recently popped off. In August, it went from under $1 upwards of $18 to $20. So again, before you guys even think about jumping into this, I do not recommend buying at current levels, not even close. This has just had an absolutely parabolic move in the middle of this market chop. For that to even happen, for a coin to pull a 20 to 30, 40x in this kind of chop, honestly is incredible. But by any means, there's not many major catalysts to keep this coin at the current levels up here until we see Bitcoin and ETH make new levels. So like I said, with this one, I would definitely be waiting, but keep this on your watch list because this is actually a very strong coin. I've seen on my timeline for months as well. Shout out to DGen Ape. He's kind of gem hunter on Twitter. He talks about a lot of great coins very often. This I faded for about 4 months, but definitely got some good tech behind it. So pretty interesting coin. I'd wait heavily to get into any sort of pullback with it, because again, market conditions control everything right now. So on the channel as well, we'll cover a couple meme coins and a couple other utility coins. So we got another coin recently I actually dropped on Twitter for meme coins is Sigma. So it's currently at 5.4 million in market cap. This, when we get another leg up, I think Sigma, Sigma may be a massive coin to be allocated in. So currently it's been ranging in between about half a penny to about 0.011, 0.012, which that doesn't really relate to market cap as far as price. But so in between 0.05, that's probably around maybe 3.5 to 4 million in market cap, upwards of about 10 to 12, maybe 15 million. I'd say about 10 actually. So in between about 4 to 10 million for Sigma here would be a great range to be actively, DCAing, throwing money into it every week, every couple weeks, throwing a little bit here and there. Sigma has a lot of strength though. I think as a culture coin, it's a huge word, with the younger generation. It's crazy to say that, I feel like I was just there. I'm 26, but it's just weird not being up to date with like the, current cultures myself. But I've seen that Sigma is definitely one of the most prominent newer, I want, if you want to say culture coins that I've seen on Twitter, that I've seen, making a wave on TikTok, on social media. So Sigma is definitely a newer culture coin that I think is actually a great opportunity going forward. I've covered so many different coins as well. We got another one is Inu on Sol. It's up to 3.1 million right now. Inu is looking very good. Probably going to continue. I actually think it may have to pull back one more time because same thing, there's not going to be anything in the market right now that's going to keep this coin, really continue to rally and have a full out, bull market in the middle of a huge bear market like this. And that's what I've been claiming every single video here. So even if we see this go back to all-time highs, it will probably pull back again, even to like 2 million, somewhere in there. This would just be one to long-term accumulate. They got insane art, which I think is crazy. And just very undervalued meme coin currently. So that's Inu. We got another one. We got Lockin and Aura on Sol. These are more lower cap meme coins. But again, guys, the market conditions, are very hard to be, really long-term allocating into a lot of coins right now. Because again, it's just market conditions are nuts. Absolutely crazy right now. And, at least for a little while until mid-September, maybe even into October, I do not expect too much to actually happen in the market, aside from more continuous chop. Of course, anyone and everyone would love to see, more major catalysts and moves to the upside, but I think until real rate cuts happen and we start to see a huge shift in the macro environment, to be a lot more risk on, I think that's when we're going to see a lot of, major recoveries across the board, not even just for meme coins, but utility coins, gaming coins, AI, RWA. But again, Lockin, in my opinion, is still within that range of accumulation, literally in between about 5 million to probably 20 million. Anything within that looking very good. You know, we even had retardo dump absolutely crazy in the last few days. I actually have bought more as well. Still one of my highest conviction plays in this market. You know, we literally got people, you know, one clip selling right at support, which is absolutely insane. But, you know, at the same time, I don't blame anyone because of how bad the market is right now. You know, I don't expect anyone to, you know, it's like not get emotional. You know, it can be very, very difficult if you just don't have that long-term plan. You don't really, you know, you don't have that conviction in the market going forward over the next, you know, 12 to 18 months, right? Like I said, retardio's at 35 million. It's the lowest I ever thought it would go again. But like I said, I've jumped into it again, aka I've just bought more. And again, I plan on just watching this eventually reverse, come back up. And so some newer AI coins, I'm trying to think. You know, this one is not really new. Because again, too, with my channel, I love to cover a lot of micro caps and stuff, but at the same time, I also do not feel, you know, that right now is the time to be consistently covering, you know, brand new launches and stuff like that. You know, I think I do want to do that once the market really picks up. I'm going to show you guys one that I actually think has a lot of potential going forward from here, but same thing. It's incredibly high risk to even be looking at new launches in a time like this. Like, I would always recommend you guys find those coins that you have all your conviction in. And what conviction means is you don't care about the price. You know, I look at retardo, guys, that was up to 140 million not even, you know, a month and a half ago, all the way back down 70%, you know. And personally, you know, it's like I've bought more. You know, I'm not stressing about the price because that's what conviction is. You know, it's like I know where it should be once we get a full market run and recovery going forward. You know, that is where my price targets lie with certain coins, right? And like I said, you guys can copy my conviction. You can find different coins from, you know, anyone in the space, right? Or yourself, if you know where to look, you know how to look, and there are just some coins that you do really like. You know, build that conviction, because that's what it takes to really make it in this market. Although, right, I mean, having everything dip, and then it actually goes to a huge dip, and then what does it do? It continues to dip, and it dips more from the dip, and it dips even more from the dip of the dip. You know, market has been dipping for 6 months, guys. It's unbelievable. But like I said, I still got incredible conviction in the entire market, you know, especially to be betting on blue chips in each narrative. It's kind of like you're betting on the future of the crypto market, you know, price action wise. You know, it's like if you're betting on a lot of blue chips and conviction plays, whether it's meme coins, AI, RWA, you know, you're basically betting that crypto at some point is going to go up, you know, within the next 3, 6, 9 months, you know, and make new highs. You know, again, that's still why I'm here. Still have very dead set price targets in this market long term. You know, and really what that starts with, though, is Bitcoin reclaiming all-time highs, running into at least 80K, 90K, maybe upwards of 100K, 110,000. And from there, that's, you know, that's where else we're going to be playing it. So, you know, GraphLink, like I said, I brought this up. I really love GraphLink as a project. You know, it is an older coin. It was here last cycle, but like I said, I think it is just, it has a very, very strong community. A lot of people that I follow on Twitter really like it. You know, I'm personally just very bullish on it. Another one is OXO Exchange. I think it's a really strong AI coin, pretty much fully diluted and almost fully diluted. And you gotta type it, it goes away. But currently around 100 million. But at the same point, guys, too, it's like if you really do believe in this market, finding coins within that area of 30 million to 100 million, on my channel here, I call low caps literally coins in between a few hundred K to maybe a couple million in market cap. But in the broader scheme of things in this market, when we see a full-blown euphoric bull run, low caps are going to be considered coins in the 50 million to $100 million range. That is a normal low cap altcoin. And coins like that, again, if it's a really strong coin and sentiment has been, great around it for a long time, like OXO here, coins within that range of maybe 50 million to maybe a couple 100 million, those are the coins that can end up pulling minimum 10, 30, 50 X's. Just for an example, like one of the hottest narratives in the last bull run, was I think it was layer 2s on ETH. Shout out to Crypto Millie. I saw a little bit of a video the other day. He talked about this, and it's kind of like re-sparked my thoughts about, looking at a lot of low caps, aka coins in between the 30 million to 100, maybe $200 million range, and aiming for billion-dollar valuations, stuff like that. But it really sparked the idea that a lot of top coins in the space that are low caps at the time end up pulling incredible moves into literal valuations that you would not have thought would even hit. And a good example that Millie brought up I think was Polygon. Initially, when it was at the lows in 2020, it was around, I don't know if it was like 80 million to 120 million in market cap. And when it actually peaked out a year and a half later, actually I wonder if I can just pull it up here. But it ended up going from maybe 100 million in market cap upwards of 10 to 20 billion dollars in valuation. And so what that means, is if you're in the right coins, very, very strong coins, you can hit a coin that's at 100 million in market cap, guys, and you literally could still hit 20x, 50x, 80x, 100x potentially with some of these coins just based on strength. And coins where I can actually see making major runs like that is going to be mainly in AI. I think meme coins, they're going to just blow everything out of the water in most cases. Maybe not a lot of micro caps, but I think strong meme coins as well are going to have huge runs. But as far as utility, I think AI easily is going to have some of the best performing assets this bull run without a doubt. So, like I said, I just think it's going to be, if we are going to see and experience a bull run similar to others in the past, where we actually make new highs and we get a full flood of, major retail coming back into the market, focusing on conviction coins that are a little bit higher in market cap are still going to yield you very good gains, and they're going to be a lot less risky than keeping all your coins, that are in the range of a few hundred K to a couple million. That's also why I'm continuously telling you guys, I love to bring up micro caps and low caps, but at the current time in the market, especially finding conviction is going to be super key. I don't know why this isn't loading, but finding conviction is going to be key. So I'm actually not going to load that up because I don't know why it's not working here. But like I said, it's definitely time, if you guys are not allocated into strong coins right now, find those make it bags. I'll probably make a video going more in depth with a ton of really good coins across different narratives. Because again, it's like my make it bag for meme coins specifically is MOG. Again, if you guys know me on the channel, I preach about that coin. I have been talking about it for a year. I continue to hold it. I continue to, talk about it because I genuinely still believe it is the top meme coin for this cycle. I don't care what anyone says. My conviction's been set, and I don't see it anywhere but at a minimum of a couple $1 billion in market cap. You know, and it just takes developing that kind of conviction to not care about price no matter what the market's doing, you know, to really see those, you know, insane gains long term. You know, and sometimes it takes holding a really long time, right? It's like, even if you held OXO, right, you got in all the way in March 2023, right? Even if you got in and you saw 92x, and that 92x turned into what? What, a 9x, 20x? I don't even know. Bottom line, if you saw this go up and it's down now 70%, 80%, if you still believe in this market going forward, you still believe in new highs that are going to be made at some point, you know, this is just a longer term market dip. And this thing here was showing divergence on the chart. I wasn't saying it was just gonna go straight down. But again, same thing. Like, maybe we just see, whoa, maybe not like that. But again, it's just another dip on the chart before we see another major leg up and potentially a blow off top, you know, concluding the majority of this bull run, right? Whether it's in early 2025, late 2025. You know, I'm very set that this market more than likely will end, you know, fairly sooner than later. I don't want to call the end of 2025, you know, some sort of end of the bull run. I would probably think it's going to be sooner than that. But you never know, guys. So outside of that, that's kind of what I wanted to cover today. Just a few lower cap coins and just telling you guys how important conviction is in this market right now. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.